Are your garden beds drying out too quickly? No matter how much you water, the soil just won't hold moisture. There's one cover crop that changes everything, and today I'll show you why it works and how to use it. Dry, crusty soil is one of the biggest frustrations gardeners face. Without steady moisture, plants struggle to take up nutrients, microbes slow down, and harvests shrink. The solution isn't always more water, it's better soil cover. So what's the secret weapon against baked, lifeless soil? It's a humble yet powerful plant. Buckwheat. Forget waiting months for results. Buckwheat explodes with growth, creating a dense leafy canopy in just a few weeks. This living umbrella instantly shades your garden beds, stopping the relentless sun from baking your soil into a hard, cracked surface. It's like giving your garden a protective, cooling blanket. And here's what makes it a true game changer. While many cover crops need decent soil to even get started, buckwheat isn't picky. It thrives in poor, compacted ground, making it the perfect pioneer crop to kickstart your soil's recovery. It doesn't just survive, it actively begins to transform the very ground it grows in. But its magic goes far beyond just providing shade. It's a moisture magnet, a microbe booster, and a nutrient unlocker all in one. So, what makes buckwheat such a soil superhero? Let's break down its incredible benefits one by one. First, moisture lock. Buckwheat grows incredibly fast, forming a dense, leafy canopy. This acts like a living umbrella, shading the ground from the hot sun. Instead of baking and drying out, your soil stays cool and moist underneath, dramatically reducing water evaporation and your need to irrigate. Next, it's a living mulch. Below ground, its fine, fibrous roots break up heavy, compacted soil. They create channels for air and water, improving drainage and aeration. Above ground, when you chop and drop the plant, it forms a protective surface mulch that smothers weeds. Third, it's a microbe magnet. As the plant material decomposes, it becomes a feast for the soil food web. Earthworms, beneficial bacteria, and fungi flock to it, and their activity builds rich, dark humus. You're not just adding organic matter, you're cultivating a thriving underground ecosystem. And here's its superpower, phosphorus unlocker. Much of the phosphorus in soil is chemically locked up. Buckwheat roots exude mild acids that make this nutrient available. When the plant dies, this unlocked phosphorus is released, ready to fuel your next crop. It's nature's own fertilizer factory. Finally, as a bonus, those clusters of white flowers are a magnet for pollinators. Honeybees and other beneficial insects love the nectar, so you're not just improving your soil, you're boosting biodiversity and supporting the entire garden ecosystem. Sow seeds directly onto loosened soil, no need for perfect prep. Cover lightly with soil or compost, water once and then just let it grow. In 4-6 weeks, mow it down or chop and drop it to mulch your bed. Instead of cracked, dusty beds, you'll have moist, crumbly soil teeming with life. And the best part? You did it without synthetic fertilizers or endless watering. So, if your garden beds are constantly drying out, it's clear that buckwheat is the cover crop that does the heavy lifting for you. It's fast, easy, and incredibly effective. But to truly maximize its benefits, timing is everything. For best results, plant buckwheat at least 6 to 8 weeks before your first expected frost. This gives it plenty of time to establish and work its magic on your soil. The next critical step is termination. You'll want to cut it down right as it begins to flower, but it sets seed. A common mistake is letting it go too long. While the flowers are beautiful for pollinators, self-seeding buckwheat can become a weed in your next planting. Simply mow it or use a string trimmer, and let the cuttings fall. This chop and drop method creates a fantastic, nutrient-rich surface mulch. A quick safety note. Buckwheat pollen can be an allergen for some people, so if you have sensitivities, be mindful during its flowering stage. Are you ready to try this soil supercharger? It's a simple, powerful step towards a more resilient and productive garden. Have you ever used a cover crop? Share your successes and challenges in the comments below. I'd love to hear what worked for you and what didn't.